be doing a reaction to the more recent Guilty Gear characters that dropped in the past few days. And the freshest one so far is Nagoriyuki for Guilty Gear Strive. I'm really hyped for this game. It looks super gorgeous, and Guilty Gear has godlike character design. And I'm gonna go ahead and play the starter guide for him. He'll be the first one because he is the newest. So let me go and start it right now.
Nagoriyuki is a vampire samurai who wields powerful attacks using his sword. Vary the pace of your pressure on the opponent at your will before finishing them off with his devastating special moves. Blood Rage.
And these
When the blood
characters are so
gauge fills
cool.
up, Nagoriyuki enters the Blood Rage state.
Okay, this is his
During
unique
Blood
mechanic.
Rage, Nagoriyuki's slash and heavy slash attacks gain improved range and damage, and he gains access to the move Zansetsu. However, his health drains over time while in Blood Rage, and he cannot use his other special moves.
Okay.
Blood Rage state ends either when Nagoriyuki lands Zansetsu, or after a set amount of time.
So it's a give and take kind of mechanic.
Nagoriyuki releases his fighting spirit, forming a projectile.
Oh my god.
This move can cancel into certain special moves during the animation. Try using this as a poke at mid-range. It can also cancel out the opponent's projectiles. Using this move increases
it
the
can
blood
cancel
gauge.
projectiles?
Kamuriyuki. Nagoriyuki performs a lunging attack, knocking the opponent down on hit. This move has fast startup, so it can combo when cancelled into from a normal attack.
That seems good.
You can cancel into any other special move on either hit or block, so you can follow up with another attack. This
Man,
makes
this
the
looks
move
so
versatile
stylish.
and easy to use. Using this move increases the blood gauge. Chizuriyuki. An anti-air attack that covers a large area. A follow-up attack
Okay, we got
activates on either hit or
anti-airs.
block, sending the opponent flying away. This move has fast startup, covering a lot of space, and deals great damage, so try using it in combos after normal or special moves.
Alright.
It can be cancelled into other special moves on hit or block. Using this move increases the blood gauge. Blood-Sucking Universe. A command grab that absorbs health from the opponent. Nagoriyuki gains health depending on the amount absorbed, and the blood gauge decreases. Although this throw cannot be teched, it leaves Nagoriyuki wide open when whiffed. Try going for this move strategically when the opponent
So
is
you can
focused
just take
on
life
staying
from the
grounded and
other,
blocking.
from your opponent.
Fukyo. Nagoriyuki moves at great speed in this movement technique.
He has a
moves
flash
set
step.
distance in an instant and
like
can
from
then
Bleach.
continue moving either forward or backward by inputting
Oh
back
my
or
god.
forward while holding down the button. You can cover for the recovery by continuing the movement or canceling into another special move, making it very versatile.
Damn, he's
Using
big, but
this
he's
move
got
increases
movement.
the blood gauge. Wasureyuki. Nagoriyuki barrages the opponent with slashes in this powerful invincible attack. Due to its fast
Invincible.
startup and invincibility at the beginning of the move, it can be used in combos or to interrupt the opponent's offense. This attack has short range, but hitting the opponent with the
That's
base of the attack
gorgeous.
alters the properties, making it deal massive damage. Zansetsu. Nagoriyuki slices down everything before him in this powerful long-range attack. It can only be used while in the Blood Rage state, and Nagoriyuki leaves Blood Rage state after this move is activated. You can aim for the opponent from
Okay.
outside their attack range due to the impressive reach of this attack. His standing forward
Wow,
slash
it's like
and
full
standing
screen
heavy
pretty
slash
much.
attacks make good pokes. Before the blood gauge fills up, use Zarameyuki as a poke and approach with Fukyo. Once the blood gauge fills, his heavy slash attacks become strong tools. Blood-Sucking Universe also works well, as it depletes the blood gauge when it lands. As Nagoriyuki's health depletes rapidly while in Blood Rage state, leave the state by using Zansetsu. Thank you for watching.
Man, this character is crazy. He's got his own little unique mechanic, where he can just do extra damage with his heavy attacks and take life away and do like unique supers. Blood Rage. It sounds so cool and so metal. Like definitely appropriate for this game. So attack strong. Can't execute Zansetsu. Can't use other special moves while in the Blood Rage state. So it has to be like. So this Blood Rage state may have unique special moves, but you can't use others. So that's the give and take I was talking about earlier. Health drains over time. Yeah, you have to really know when to use this. Um, Blood Rage state ends when Zansetsu used, or after a set amount of time. One of the coolest things I'm waiting to use is like where he does like an after image of himself. Let me see here. There it is. Yeah, that one looks really cool to pull off. And the other one I really like is the Flash Step. Uh, this one, Fukio. That's gonna make me. It's gonna take me back into Bleach. Like I'm gonna feel like Ichigo when he goes Bankai. It's so sick. That Blood Rage thing I'm really looking forward to using too, and taking the life away from the opponent like a real vampire. Yeah, Nagoriyuki looks really cool. I can't wait to get my hands on this character. React to Ramlethal's starter guide. I really love this character. Her character design is like crazy as well. Like I just love looking at her. She's just so cool with especially the two giant swords floating around her with the that are being held by those little demons. Yeah, let's get started. Let's check out Ramlethal.
Ramlethal excels in range, due to the long reach and wide area her sword attacks cover. She
That's
dominates the
true.
battle at mid-range with her unique pressure. Bayoneto.
Like she's known
Ramlethal
for
sends out a
range.
sword quickly in this powerful projectile move. It sends the opponent flying back on hit. Also, if the sword hits the corner
Okay,
of the stage, it explodes, dealing extra damage.
that's useful.
As the sword remains on the ground after it's fired, you need to either wait for a set period of time or approach it and pick it up before it can be fired again. The
Okay,
slash and heavy
so
slash versions fire at different heights. Daro.
you have to wait for
Ramlethal moves
use the
rapidly,
explosion
performing
again.
a lunging attack. It has fast startup and can be cancelled into from normal moves, making for a string. It launches the opponent farther up if it hits him while they're midair, so you can follow up with a combo.
Okay,
Sildo Detro. Ramlethal leaps forward, performing an overhead attack. You can evade the opponent's low-hitting attacks with this move. It knocks the opponent down on hit. This move can't be blocked while crouching. The
okay, it's an
mid-air version
overhead.
changes your jump trajectory, so aim for a surprise attack with it.
Oh wow.
Saberbrato.
Okay,
An
some good
extremely
cross-up
damaging
potential there.
attack. It also has a quite long range, so you can deal big damage with a single hit from a fair distance. The damage dealt changes depending on the number of swords you have equipped,
That
and
makes
the range and
sense.
damage becomes quite poor when you have none left. It leaves you vulnerable when whiffed, and can't be cancelled into from any other moves, so use it sparingly at mid-range. Irar
Hmm.
Lumo. Ramlethal moves forward slightly as she attacks. You can perform up to 2 follow-up moves by inputting quarter circle back punch. The third move knocks the opponent down on hit. The first
Oh,
move
that
can be
feels
dash
meaty.
cancelled. The follow-up moves receive a buff when delayed.
Ooh.
Aggressa or Dono, an
She isn't
aerial attack
flashy,
with
but
long range. It works well as a mid-air poke or in combos. Its properties change depending on the number of swords you have equipped, and its range and damage become quite poor when you have none left.
you really have to
Calvados.
know what you're doing with the
Ramlethal sends out
swords.
a powerful, multi-hit projectile that reaches the other side of the screen. This move can cancel
Oh,
out almost any of the opponent's projectiles, and deals a good amount of chip damage even when blocked.
oh my
If there are
God.
any unequipped swords, they will be retrieved automatically. This attack works great to punish a vulnerable opponent from a distance. Mortabato. An extremely damaging attack that's invincible on startup. The damage changes depending on the number of swords you have equipped, and the range and damage becomes quite poor when you have none left.
So this character's about
It has
sword
fast
management,
startup, so you can use it in combos to deal big damage.
or resource management, I guess you could
Use
say.
the wide range her sword attacks cover to your advantage by hitting the opponent with the edge of her attacks at mid-range. Her standing far slash and standing heavy slash attacks make good grounded pokes. When the opponent tries to avoid the grounded neutral game by jumping in, anti-air them with forward punch. You can even follow up with her aerial slash attack. When you've got the opponent in the corner, get your offense going with the heavy slash version of Bayoneto. You can continue attacking if the opponent blocks and land a combo if it hits them. Thank you for watching.
So Ramlethal, she's a lot less flashy and much more practical than I thought she was gonna be. Which isn't bad. She seems a little bit more complex because like than what I remember, but it's been a long time since I played like Guilty Gear Xrd 1 and 2. Um, and I barely touched her if I'm being completely honest. I just like her design, but I did play her whenever I was with like a friend or something. Um, yeah, her flashiest move is probably like the Iron Man photon cannon, like the Marvel photon cannon that I saw, if I could find it. Yeah, this thing.
damage, even when blocked.
That looks
If there
beautiful.
are
Like
any unequipped swords,
that
they
makes me
will be
really
retrieved
excited to use
automatically.
that.
This attack works great to
And it
punish
brings
a
back your
vulnerable
swords
opponent
too.
from a distance.
Um, yeah, so she's gonna be mainly like resource management and like I guess doing overheads and but yeah, it's just you're gonna have to think a little more with this character. The next character is gonna be Zato. Let's check out his starter guide and see what he's got. I always liked Zato. Again, really cool looking character, and I love the fact he basically has a stand, which I know JoJo references are kind of like running to the ground, especially by this point. And but you know, he has a stand, and it's just how it is, and it's really cool. It's like his shadow or something. I think his name is
Zato is a
Eddie.
technically challenging character, as you can also control his alter ego, Eddie. Overwhelm the opponent by
Hmm.
attacking with both Zato and
God,
Eddie.
he looks
Flight.
so badass to play.
Zato moves quickly in the inputted direction. During this motion, he can move freely in midair to an extent, meaning you can change the timing of your jump and attack and take the opponent by surprise.
He doesn't really fly, he
Summon Eddie.
floats, really,
Zato summons his alter ego, Eddie. You can control Eddie and
I
Zato
guess.
simultaneously, as Eddie has a different attack associated with each attack
Look at
button.
this dude.
While Eddie is active, you can return him to the shadows by inputting the summon command a second time. When either
Oh,
Zato or
okay.
Eddie takes damage, or the Eddie life gauge hits 0, Eddie disappears and cannot be summoned.
Oh, so you have to keep
Pierce.
an eye on two health
Zato
bars,
summons
really.
Eddie and attacks twice while lunging forward. Due to its fast startup and long range, this move works well as both a means to keep your opponent locked down and as a poke. That's a lot.
Okay,
Zato
some
summons
pressure
Eddie,
and
forming a
range
large
game.
number of drills. As it hits multiple times, this attack keeps the opponent locked down for a long time on either block or hit. Use this to your advantage to get your offense started. Leap.
I want.
Zato summons Eddie, performing an attack that hits twice, leaping upwards. This attack hits a wide area, and works well against airborne opponents. The first hit launches the opponent, making it easy to land a combo even if it hits mid-range. Oppose. Zato summons Eddie, performing a multi-hit attack with slow
What the
startup.
hell?
Eddie can absorb the opponent's attacks until this move calms out. Eddie won't disappear when hit during this move, meaning you can use him as a shield.
Wow,
However,
that's.
be careful as he cannot absorb the opponent's overdrive attacks.
Yeah,
Invite
that would be
Hell.
too much if it
Zato
did.
forms a drill at a distance from himself. This attack knocks the opponent down on hit. It has little recovery, making it a good choice as a poke at mid-range. Break the
Alright,
Law. Zato conceals
sounds
himself
cool.
in the shadows with this evasive technique. You can stay hidden
What?
for a set amount of time by holding down the button. But the recovery when Zato reappears increases the longer you hide. While hidden,
Hmm.
Zato can move left and right in an invincible state, and can even move to the other side of the opponent.
Okay.
Damned Fang. A command grab. It deals more damage than a standard throw, and cannot be teched. It leaves you wide open when whiffed, so go for it when you think the opponent is focused on staying grounded and blocking. Drunkard Shade. An attack that can reflect the opponent's projectiles.
Shut
When
up.
used in proximity to Eddie, he can be moved far away in an instant.
That's
Use this
great.
chance to team up with Eddie and start your offense. Amorphous. Shadows approach the opponent and consume them in this powerful projectile move. The attack extends quite high up, making it extremely difficult for the
That's
opponent
beautiful.
to jump over it. Sun Void. Eddie transforms into a sword, attacking the opponent as a powerful projectile. If used while Eddie is summoned, he turns into a projectile and attacks from his current position.
Oh,
He flies towards
wow.
the position of the opponent when the move was used. After the attack, he returns to his usual form as Eddie, so take this chance to overwhelm the opponent. You can launch a highly adaptable offense by coordinating Zato's movements with Eddie. Use Pierce as a poke against grounded opponents, and Leap against aerial opponents. A pose works well against opponents when they try to attack Eddie. When you can't summon Eddie, use Flight or invite Hell to protect yourself from the opponent's attacks. Thank you for watching.
So they were right. This Zato is really technical, but it's a high reward if you know how to use them. And he seems like a very pressure character. Like he can deal a lot of pressure if you know how to do it just right. His riskiest move has to be where he goes into the ground. But yeah, this character seems it's going to be hell to fight if you come across a good player. Well, a good player with any character would be kind of difficult, but um, yeah, this one is crazy. This one can just absorb attacks. Uh, Oppose. Like I know it can't absorb supers, but for it to absorb an entire attack, oh, attacks really, I saw 2 hits there. It's crazy. Um, that's a decent looking poke. Yeah. So this move, break the law. This one has to be his riskiest move, and you really have to know when to use it. My first thing that comes to mind is getting out of the corner, out of pressure situations. But yeah, it's incredibly risky. This character's gonna take like a lot of like lap time to know how to use his kit. Let's see. His command grab looks really nice. Let's see. There's something else I kind of wanted to. Yeah, this. Okay, so Sun Void. The fact that you can angle it from different places is insane. Incredibly technical character, high risk, high reward. Um, really cool. I might not have the brain to play him, but he seems really awesome. And I can't wait to see like high level gameplay with this guy. All right, so that was Zato. All right, and here we got another favorite from the Guilty Gear cast, Millia Rage. Her hair is practically Eddie. It can do a lot of crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and see how her starter guide plays out here.
Millia is a character with incredibly fast movement. Bewilder your opponent with her wide offensive arsenal and endless variety of Okizeme options.
Damn, she's fast.
Bad Moon. Millia attacks as she descends quickly from midair, making for an overhead hit. This move is versatile and can be used in air combos, or performed directly after a jump to take advantage of its fast startup, catching the opponent off guard. Turbo Fall.
Okay.
Millia descends rapidly from midair with this movement technique. During this movement, she can move to the other side of the...
I'm gonna pause it right here. This move really reminds me of Kefla's like special dash from Dragon Ball Fighters. It really reminds me of that. And you just can't, I feel like you won't be able to use it willy-nilly. Because in Fighters, if you use that move with Kefla, you get punished hard
the opponent and take them by surprise.
if you do it wrong.
Tandem Top. Millia sends out a short-range projectile. The Slash version has quick startup and can be cancelled into from normal moves, making it easy to include in combos. The Heavy Slash version has longer startup, but it hits twice.
Okay.
Also, since Millia can
Ooh.
move midair after performing this move, she can attack while the projectile is active.
Oh,
Use it
wow.
on your opponent's wake up to launch a powerful offense.
Yeah,
Iron
that
Savior.
looks good.
Millia attacks as she charges forward, making for a low hit. This move knocks the opponent down on hit. Even if the opponent blocks this attack, it can be hard for them to punish Millia unless she's very close. Use this move to approach the opponent from a distance, catching them off guard.
It's kind of like a cannon
Barrage.
drill.
Millia moves forward rapidly. She can move to the other side of the opponent using this move. Use this move to take the opponent by surprise.
That's kind of like Rog Howard's little dash. So she has like special dashes that can just get around the opponent. It's pretty cool. It really stays true to like this character's fast and she's gonna have like a lot of movement options.
When they're concentrating on blocking. Lust Shaker. Millia showers the opponent with blows in this multi-hit move. You can extend the range and get extra hits by continuing to press the button rapidly. This attack deals a good amount of damage to the opponent, even when blocked. Capel.
It seems like it has slow
Millia
startup though.
summons a projectile directly below her while midair, sending her flying up. This move functions as both a movement technique and an attack. Millia can move in midair after the move finishes. You can use this move to bait the opponent's anti-air by changing the timing of your jump and attack. Winger. Millia stands before lunging forward in this powerful attack with invincibility on startup. The startup is quite fast, so you can use it in combos to deal big damage.
Alright. Fast startup, that's good.
Millia sends out a powerful, multi-hit projectile that reaches full screen.
That looks cool.
As the startup is very fast and there is little recovery, this move works well both in combos and as a tool to launch your offense. Millia can take the opponent by surprise with her aerial hard slash attack after air dash. When the opponent is waiting for an aerial attack, throw off their anti-air timing using couple or approach with a dash from the ground. Her standing far slash and standing heavy slash work well as grounded pokes. Get close to the opponent using Mirage while they're focused on blocking, and mix them up with a throw. After knocking down the opponent with her sweep or throw, set up the heavy slash version of Tandem Top and go for Okizeme. Thank you for watching.
Okizeme, by the way, is basically the time in which your opponent is getting up. So in fighters, I try to do like an overhead or something because they're kind of vulnerable. They either have to block or push me away. That's what Okizeme is. It's just the time from like the seconds of your enemy getting up from the ground after you knock them down from like a hard knockdown. Yeah, wow. Millia Rage, all these movement options. Let me see here.
The slash version has
Yeah, this one, the Rock Howard like flash step basically, the side to side. And then like she has a lot of movement options. Again, if you put the time into this character, like if I were fighting this character, and the person knew what they were doing, my brain would just not know what to do. It's like, well, is she over here? Is she over there? Is she gonna cross me up? Or are they not gonna cross me up? This move, Lust Shaker, is probably best used in combos, not really raw to use. Like I saw it used in combos, like in mid combos a lot, so it's probably not best to be used raw. It kind of looks like it has a slow startup. Yeah, it's best to use kind of like right there. What's that other one with the rose? It's before Winger. Yeah, this one, Capel. Yeah, I'm kind of worried to fight people who use Millia Rage. But yeah, put the work in with the movement options, and you will like discombobulate your enemy. But yeah, this game is gonna be great. Um, Definitely pick it up if you're interested. I'm probably gonna pre-order it so you can so I can get the open beta. The open beta is the 19th of this month, and you have to pre-order it. I'm not sure if you have to go digital or physical, or if it matters or not, but yeah, if you're interested in Guilty Gear Strive and you're definitely gonna pick it up, definitely like um, go grab a pre-order or maybe just wait like a few weeks and see some gameplay and see how healthy the community is gonna be. And yeah, and that was my reaction to all the very recent starter guides for these characters that dropped in the past several days. All right, Zenkai Fury out. I'll catch you later.